The Old Man and the Sea, Part 40. I have the gaff now, he said, but it will do no good. I have the 2 oars and the tiller and the short club. Now they have beaten me, he thought. I am too old to club sharks to death. But I will try it, as long as I have the oars and the short club and the tiller. He put his hands in the water again to soak them. It was getting late in the afternoon, and he saw nothing but the sea and the sky. There was more wind in the sky than there had been, and soon he hoped that he would see land. "You are tired, old man," he said. "You are tired inside." The sharks did not hit him again until just before sunset. The old man saw the brown fins coming along the wide trail the fish must make in the water. They were not even quartering on the scent. Quartering, I think it's a big deal. I think the term comes from football, American football, right? If you understand anything about American football and you want to help, I would appreciate a lot. But the idea of quarter is, instead of going close to you like this, I will go from here, and then I'll go to here, and then here, and then here, and then here again, and then here, and then here, until I am very close to you, you know? It must have something to do. It must have something to do with with playing football and things like that. They were not even quartering, on the scent. They were headed straight for the skiff, swimming side by side. He jammed the tiller, made the sheet fast, and reached under the stern for the club. It was an oar handle from a broken oar, sawed off to about 2.5 feet in length. 2.5 feet is something like 76 centimeters. And saw, it's like... He could only use it effectively with one hand because of the grip of the handle, and he took good hold of it with his right hand, flexing his hand on it as he watched the sharks come, right? They were both galanos. Because of course, if you have a club and it's too short, right? So the club is like, 70 something. You cannot hold it with both hands, right? Otherwise your second hand here would be too close to the tip of the bat of the club. I must let the first one get a good hold and hit him at the point of the nose or straight across the top of the head, he thought. The 2 sharks closed together, and as he saw the one nearest him open his jaws and sink them into the silver side of the fish, he raised the club high and brought it down heavy and slamming onto the top of the shark's broad head. He felt the rubbery solidity as the club came down, but he felt the rigidity of the bone too, and he struck the shark once more hard across the point of the nose as he slid down from the fish. The other shark had been in and out, and now came in again with his jaws wide. The old man could see pieces of the meat of the fish spilling white from the corner of his jaws, and he bumped the fish and closed his jaws. He swung at him and hit only the head, and the shark looked at him and wrenched the meat loose. Wrench is a kind of tool you use when you want, you're fixing the sink, for example, right? And you know, there is a screw here, you put the wrench here and you do like this, right? Google, it's impossible if you don't Google the picture or if you don't see in the Quizlet. But the verb wrench, think about, so the shark will bite the meat here and then will wrench, you know, the flesh of the fish out. The old man swung the club down on him again as he slipped away to swallow and hit only the heavy, solid rubberiness. "Come on, Galano," the old man said. Come on in again. No, actually, come in again." The shark came in a rush, and the old man hit him as he shut his jaws. He hit him solidly and from as high up as he could raise the club. This time he felt the bone at the base of the brain, and he hit him again in the same place while the shark tore the meat loose sluggishly and slid down from the fish. The old man watched for him to come again, but neither shark showed. Then he saw one on the surface swimming in circles. He did not see the fin of the other. "I could not expect to kill them," he thought. "I could have in my time. But I have hurt them both badly, and neither one can feel very good. If I could have used a bat with 2 hands, I could have killed the first one, surely. Even now," he thought. He did not want to look at the fish. He knew that half of him had been destroyed. The sun had gone down while he had been in the fight with the sharks. "It will be dark soon," he said. "Then I should see the glow of Havana. If I am too far to the eastward, I will see the lights of one of the new beaches. I cannot be too far out now," he thought. "I hope no one has been too worried. There is only the boy to worry, of course, but I am sure he wouldn't have confidence. Many of the older fishermen will worry. Many others too," he thought. "I live in a good town." He could not talk to the fish anymore because the fish had been ruined too badly. Then something came into his head. "Half fish," he said. "Fish that you were. I am sorry that I went too far out. I ruined us both. But we have killed many sharks, you and I, and ruined many others. How many did you ever kill, old fish? You do not have the spear on your head for nothing." He liked to think of the fish and what he could do to a shark if he were swimming free. He should have chopped the bill off to fight them with it, he thought. But there was no hatchet, and then there was no knife.